We're off to Sofia, Bulgaria, 12-month travel, season 3.
I'm Melody and this is Michael. In 2019 we moved to London to teach and backpack across Europe. Flash forward and we have finally made it back for our next adventure. So subscribe and let's get going.
Month travel, season 3.
Welcome to the Balkans. So we've just checked into a hotel in Bulgaria, got picked up by Travel Talk Tours, and we're on a 9-day tour through all the Balkan countries. After that we head to Malta, South France and Spain. So we're here for 3.5 weeks this time.
Unusual Eastern European food 1, bacon snacks. Very disappointing.
Really?
They look like bacon.
Yeah, that's a lie.
They taste like very little. Like a hint of bacon. Not even a lot of salt.
That's probably why they cost $1.
Doesn't mean I won't eat them all on principle. But terrible. Balkan sip.
It's actually quite nice.
Yeah, they've been pretty.
That's a good lager. Just walking through, not downtown, walking through outer suburbs, Sofia. It's a mixture of communist buildings, fairly new ones. Actually, there are a lot of buildings with international companies on it. There's a mall and our hotel.
So we've just had a welcome dinner with Travel Talk. We've met lots of lovely people so far and we get going at 8 o'clock in the morning. So we'll be on the bus then. Good morning. So we are heading to Serbia today, to Belgrade. So we've just got all our bags packed and we're about to head down to the hotel lobby and meet everyone down there to jump on the bus. Just about to cross the border into Serbia, so we have a passport check. I'm pretty sure we have to get off the bus with our passports, and then they check us into the next country. Back on the bus now. It took 45 minutes to get through the 2 borders, but we got stamped into Serbia, which everybody was like wildly excited about getting a stamp. So probably had to stop in about an hour, and then I think we've got like 4 hours of driving left, pretty much.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Serbia. You've had a walk around today through the old town, through the ruins of what was a castle, and now we found a rooftop bar. Just to have a little break, and then we might have a little bit more walking, I think. Melody's got a cocktail.
Hey!
Pineapple. And I have a beer.
How's your second beer?
It's the Pete Lav Premium, brewed by Carlsberg, but authentic Serbian beer. Tastes like lager. Tastes like European lager. Not quite as bitter as Australian lager.
What have you learnt about Serbia so far?
Serbia, poor country, brain drain. Still feeling the effects of communism, has been destroyed many times, bombed as recently as 1999. 3 forms of architecture, 19th century brutalist communism, and then 1990s, which is also pretty brutal. What else about it? It's actually quite green and pleasant, very quiet city.
It's very quiet, like it's lovely to walk around in.
And dirt cheap. Quite cheap.
Yeah, we just got a cider and a beer for 12 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cheap.
Couldn't even do that in the shops in Australia.
No, definitely not. So yeah.
Come to the Balkans.
Like in Belgrade so far. Do you want to tell us about what you thought about the bed?
Oh, yeah. No, I thought this was like a European double. I was not too sure how the night was going to pan out. Who was taking the couch?
But luckily, if you keep walking, you will find a normal double bed. How's your dinner?
Good, it's a gigantic chicken schnitzel on a burger with bacon.
That worked out well for us not knowing what we were ordering at all. So we are in the residential district. This is where we're staying tonight. Good morning, so we've just woken up in Belgrade, gone down and had our brekkie, and we're about to get back on the bus. We go to Bosnia today, so we end up in Sarajevo this afternoon, so we'll have another border crossing for that one, and then that will be our last border crossing for 2 days, I think. It's a beautiful morning. It has been raining a bit, but it's kind of stopped now, so it's very pretty outside. We are at the Bosnian border at the moment. They've just taken the pile of 40 passports in, all stacked up, and they check in for us, so we don't have to get off the bus this time, which is nice. Hopefully we'll be off soon, and we've got 3 hours left till we're in Sarajevo.
We're in Bosnia, in a little town, and this Nutella cheesecake cost me $3 Australian. So I'm moving to Eastern Europe. It's cheap and it's cheap and tasty. I don't have reception, so I have an iPod. Works pretty well. hotel echo and just have a look at the viewing deck in the middle of Sarajevo.
So we've just finished a walking tour of Sarajevo and we're gonna go get some food. We went and checked out a rooftop terrace that has really nice views of the city, but we're very hungry, so we're gonna go do that before looking around anywhere else. Where have we just been?
We just went to the Yellow Fortress and now we're walking back down into Sarajevo Old Town. Now it's pretty cold. Let's hope the waterfalls aren't that cold because we plan to swim in those. This morning we left Sarajevo and we drove from the Bosnia region of Herzegovina to the Herzegovina region. So the Bosnian region was more wooded with lush forest and hillside, and now we're in actually the more arid kind of part. It's more humid and warm. So we've come to the town of Mostar. We've just done the walking tour and went across the famous bridge which is in the background, and now we're going to have lunch. So for lunch we've got the Mostar beer, we have the Rekia spirit which they have, we have the trout from the river which is just next to us, and then we have the cevapi which is the Bosnian Herzegovian sausage. So yeah, should be a really good lunch. Hey, we might be able to see someone do a bridge jump from here. We just saw a guy jump off a bridge.
Did you get it?
No, it tastes like it's from a river. Golden ale, light fizz, not very bitter. Different to Australian beers, so it must be from that river. This is the Bosnian Herzegovian distilled spirit. This is the plum, Rekia. So 40%, and we'll give it a try. I think the pear one's quite pleasant. I can feel it in my nose, throat and belly all at the same time. So this is a sipping drink.
You eating already? We've just arrived at Kavice Waterfalls. We're just walking down now, lots of steps, and we're nearly at the bottom now, so we'll be able to show you the waterfalls soon. have just come from Trebinje to Dubrovnik for the day, so we've crossed the border. We're doing a walking tour first, hence the earpiece. We're like secret spies today. And then we have the rest of the day to walk around, wander, and hopefully find some beaches and see what we can get out to. Dubrovnik.
We're in the Adriatic Sea.
You can float very, very easily. The water is so blue, it's so pretty. The town's over behind us there, I'll turn it around in a second. We found a perfect little platform to just chill out for the afternoon. I think we're going to go get some drinks and some food and then bring it back here because it's just so lovely to hang out. And the water is perfect swimming temperature. Very lovely. Lots of little fish underneath us. Beautiful day. We've just gone to the local grocery store, grabbed some beers and cider and some snacks, and we found a nice spot under the shade, very close to where we just were. We're just going to chill out in the shade for a while and then probably go for another swim a bit later because we've got many, many hours to kill.
Coming to the end of our day in Dubrovnik. We pretty much spent the whole day just sitting down the beach in the sun and making the most of the summer weather and warm water temperatures. And yeah, in about half an hour we head back to Trebinje in Bosnia and Herzegovina.
Good morning. So we've just woken up in Trebinje for the second morning. So we've stayed in this hotel for 2 nights. We had Dubrovnik yesterday and today we are going through Montenegro and then end up in Albania. So this is the day that they said it's really important to eat breakfast because you get to have all 3 of your meals in a different country today. So we've gone down, had our brekkie in Bosnia, and then you'll see us at lunch in Montenegro and then dinner tonight in Albania. So it'll probably be a very big day of travel, but lots of scenery, should be along the coastline for most of it, so it should be quite pretty. We've just arrived in Montenegro and in the town of Kota, which is a bay. It's a very beautiful drive, mountains everywhere. Our tour guide's going to take us around the town. We then get about 2 or 3 hours of free time this afternoon, so we might go for a swim.
Seafood restaurant in Kotor, and we're getting mussels, which they're known for. So the Bay of Kotor, which is in front of us, has all mussel farms, and we've been recommended mussels and white wine sauce.
Just finished our trip to Montenegro with a nice swim. We're heading back to the bus now and to Albania tonight. I'm very excited. This was my 40th country and it was a very nice way to spend my 40th one.
Basically this all 4 lights, when you turn on the blinkers, it gives you the right to park car wherever you like.
Wow. Good morning from Albania. We are heading to Tirana this morning. We have a look around there and then we end up in Macedonia this afternoon. So let's get on the bus. We're just in the main square of Tirana. We've only got 2 hours here, so we just went and had lunch at a very cool restaurant. And now we're going to the bunker, which is a museum. So we've just got some local currency out because apparently that's all they take. And then we're gonna go see the museum.
We're in a communist bunker. We just visited one of 175,000 bunkers that the communist government built in Albania. The majority are small ones used for defence, but this was a secret bunker which was there for the government should they come under fire. So it had a bunch of rooms and it did displays of the secret police that the Communist Party used to keep everyone under their thumb up until the 90s when it all collapsed. comfort break before we reached the Macedonian border. The last couple of countries, it's in the middle of nowhere, you're coming through the mountains and all of a sudden there's just this really flash petrol station and restaurant, and they basically exist just for the tourist buses before you do a border crossing. So this one, we got our snack. We spent the last of our leks, which is the currency here, and then we had a little walk through their gardens to look at the fruit.
Good morning from Skopje. It's our last morning of the trip. We're just sitting in a very nice square at the moment, looking at the many statues that we have in Skopje, and we're about to head back to Sofia for this afternoon. We've just started our morning off in Sofia last morning, and we're just meeting up with the Travel Talk tour to do a walking tour of the city, and then we fly out to Malta this afternoon.
So we're just back in Sofia after our 9-day tour of Eastern Europe. It was a whirlwind trip on the bus. I think we hit about 7 countries in 9 days, but it was pretty incredible to see that part of the world. It is, yeah, a lot more rugged and mountainous than I had imagined. The cities are kind of what I thought they would be, ex-communist Eastern European, but really cool to understand the way that these countries developed and how their people live and the way that all the countries think of each other.